Hello beautiful people, I hope you are well. My name is Mutombo and I make videos about my experiences as I go through this thing called life. So Black Friday 2019 just passed and people told me that even though Black Friday was just a couple years old in South Africa, it really got hectic at the malls and on websites. So I decided to check it out and report to you guys.
Chats, bold decisions, study, food, vlogs.
First of all, I stayed up to midnight to stake out some of South Africa's biggest shopping websites. Starting with takealot.com, I noticed that Takealot had launched a sale which they were calling the Blue Dot sale, and this sale had actually started a day or two before Black Friday and it continued throughout the weekend. And I didn't notice any specific sales that were dedicated to Black Friday. There was just a general Blue Dot sale that was on around the Black Friday period, a few days before, a few days after. From what I could tell, there was no significant change from the day before Black Friday to Black Friday itself on takealot.com. The sales were pretty much the same. I was even told that some of the online shopping sites freeze and shut down around midnight because of all the traffic that they receive from those who are trying to shop and make the most of Black Friday. But the website worked fine. It was just as fast as it was the day before. So I know that appliances, electronics and all the like are some of the most popular items on Black Friday, so I went through some of the appliances and most especially the TVs, just so you can see if the price reduction was worth spending the money for. I also took a peek at some of the Apple products, and guess what? Apple was not even part of the Blue Dot sale. Samsung was part of the Blue Dot sale, and you could get some Samsung products for a bit cheaper than you would on a regular day. I moved on to superbalist.com, and from the research I did, Superbalist and takealot.com are actually under the same mother company. Superbalist also had some very interesting sales. They claimed to give up to 70% off some select items. Superbalist carries some very high-end items, and most of those high-end items were not part of the Black Friday sale. Most of the lower end items were on sale, and you had some items that were originally around 300 rand slashed down to about 150 rands and so on. I also took a look at the fragrances because I actually really love good perfumes, and I think this was one of the most interesting sections of the sale. I think they actually had very good discounts and prices in the fragrance section, and I wouldn't have been mad if I had gotten something from there. I took a look at bags, and of course all the bags that I really liked were not on sale. I saw some high-end bags which originally cost around 1,600 rands being cut down to 700 and something rands, which is a really big cut, but the item was still very expensive. I saw this bag from Aldo which I fell in love with immediately, but guess what? The bag was sold out. So I think Black Friday really just brings out the purchasing power in people, and you find yourself buying things even though they are not part of the sale. There was also this other cute bag which was originally 400 rands but was cut down to 179 rands. This bag looked really good, and when I clicked on it, it said someone had already added the very last one to their cart and it was going to be held for them for 30 minutes. I came back to this item 30 minutes later and it still gave me the same message. I also looked at cameras both on takealot.com and on dedicated camera websites. Even though they had sales for most of the cameras, I didn't find the sales very different from the other sales that they had been having throughout the year. So there was no drastic price cut. They were all still just about 1,000 rands below their original price. Coming to the second part of Black Friday, I had to go to a mall and witness the physical commotion. I was told that Black Friday mornings got very hectic, but unfortunately I couldn't go to the mall as early as I wanted to because I had a lot of important work to do. But as soon as I finished that, I dressed up and went to Cavendish Mall. I went around 2 p.m. and when I arrived, the mall was actually very busy. Busier than you would see it on most days, but it wasn't as hectic as I thought it would be. The first shop I went to was Factorie. They had a 30% sale off every single item. It wasn't on particular items or old items. Even the new arrivals were on sale, and I think that was a very good thing. The prices at factorie generally range between 300 rands right up to 600-700 rands for things like hoodies, dresses, t-shirts and all the like. When you apply 30% discount to that, you can get an idea of the amount of money people were paying for the items they were getting there on Black Friday. After factorie, I went to Identity where they had 50% off some items. Some other items had a sale where you would buy 2 of those items at full price and then get 30% off the third item. Of course, some of the really cool things that I found in the shop, like these hats that I'm touching, were not on sale and were full price at 160 rands. They had some jewelry on sale too, cutting down their prices from 95 rands to 45 rands. However, not all the jewelry at Identity were on sale. They had some pieces right at the top which were not on sale and were going for full price around 95 rands. Next up was H&M, and to my greatest surprise, H&M actually had the best sales among all the shops that I went to on Black Friday. H&M was giving up to 70% off some of their items. Of course, not every item was on sale, but those that were on sale had a very good discount if you ask me. I would have really loved these particular shirts to be on sale, but of course the really cute stuff that you could actually get for summer were not on sale. On to the next shop, I went to Mr. Price MRP. I did not really browse Mr. Price Home, but at first glance, I couldn't see any sign of a sale at Mr. Price Home. But when I moved on to Mr. Price Clothing, I saw all the Black Friday sales. Mr. Price Clothing had different sales configurations: buy 2 get 1 free, buy 2 for a discounted price. Mr. Price also had very good sales, but they didn't have any sales on the jewelry, which I was personally interested in. Next, I went to Truworths, and there they had 50% discount on some select items. I honestly didn't find anything that piqued my interest here at Truworths. I left shortly after this. Most, if not all, the shops at the mall had some type of sale or discount related to Black Friday.
I don't know why they don't do Black Friday on food, because I could really use some discounts on the food in this store. I needed to go to Pick and Pay Clothing, but I don't have time. I have to rush home. Something else requires my attention, so I got to go.
I went all the way to the mall, but I left the mall with just groceries and food stuff. But the whole purpose of me going to the mall on Black Friday was to make this video for you guys. The mall was really not as hectic as I thought it was going to be, but I have to say though that I went very late. I went around 2 p.m, which might have been after all the commotion of the morning had died down. I hope this gave you an idea of what Black Friday 2019 was like here in Cape Town / South Africa. I don't know, I can only speak for Cavendish Mall because that is where I went to, and the online shops that I showed to you guys. But that should give you a general idea of the kind of discounts that you can get on Black Friday. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, to drop a comment, and to turn on the notification bell if you want to, be notified when I post. You can expect to see new videos from me every Sunday. And well, on to the next video. I hope you have a wonderful time and stay blessed. Bye.